live. Yeah, we going live. Hey, we going live. Yeah, we going live. Yeah, we going. We going. We going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line. Hey.
But this was a good segue into the next topic.
What's really going on should be the name of this topic right here. Like, what's really going on?
Cue the Marvin Gaye.
Okay. So we
we had the meeting for the podcast down at Alabama the day before that news broke, and I think both of us thought to ourselves, like, do we want to replace the topic?
Yeah.
and add this topic in? But it's better late than never. Magic Johnson, before the end of the season, before the beginning of the last game, decided that he was going to leave the Lakers after a day after having a 3-hour meeting with Jeannie Buss. Now, when we were talking about this, we was thinking about making this our Who's Really Right.
Yeah.
But we both were on the same side of this thing.
Yeah. And let me just preface it by saying, I love Magic Johnson.
Yes.
I love him as a man. I love him as a businessman. I just love him.
Right.
But this was a sideways move.
Yeah.
And it was wrong on so many levels.
Yes.
In the way, the fact that you met with this woman for 3 hours the day before but didn't say it to her then.
Right.
The fact that you did it in the media instead of having that as a personal conversation. And then the fact that you did it, like you just said, in the time frame that you did it.
Right.
It just, none of that to me speaks what I thought of Magic's character.
So, I didn't like the move either. I didn't like the move. But I think it's one of those things where so I thought the move was contrived. I thought that he thought this out, and he knew that after having that meeting with Jeannie Buss, and he probably felt, and I don't want to do too much speculating, but he probably felt like he didn't have the amount of control that he thought he was going to have.
Oh, I know that was part of it.
And so he probably thought to himself, oh really? I'm Magic Johnson. Like, and you don't get that far. You don't get to where Magic Johnson has gotten in business by making very hasty, very emotional
That's what I'm saying.
decisions. So I felt like, I also feel like it's a part of a bigger plan, right? Because a lot of the things that Magic was saying during the season, I don't think he even knew that it was something wrong with him. Just like the whole thing with mentoring Ben Simmons or having a conversation about, like he talked about he couldn't go see D Wade. I think that he can do a lot for the Lakers not being a part of the franchise and not being wrapped up in these conversations where he's getting fined for tampering or for, and I think
that's what he said though.
Yeah,
that was his reasoning when he came out. That was what he said, and I absolutely understand that if that is his reasoning. Right. I absolutely get it. Yeah. Not being tied down and anchored down and having to watch what I say, who I talk to. Like, he's not used to that. Right. He's used to being an encourager, and he is an exhorter. Like, he has the gift of exhortation. Right. So he's always able to, like, encourage. He takes on these kids and these young kids and, like, hey, that ain't what you know what I'm saying? He is one that will step up and do those things. And so for him, I think, honestly, when the whole Nipsey Hussle thing happened, and he couldn't congratulate Russell Westbrook. Right, He was like, okay, I'm done.
Y'all can have it.
No.
So I think all of that led to the frustration, but I also think that he's going to continue to help recruit free agents.
That's his love. That's his first love.
So he'll continue to do that, and he'll be able to do it without tampering, you know, because he's not affiliated with the organization anymore. And I think you'll see the effects of this soon.
Positive?
Positive.
Okay.
Because everyone's been talking about how nobody wants to come play with LeBron. With the way that LeBron spoke about how confident he was that someone wants to come play with him, I think he already knows who's coming.
Okay.
And I don't even know. I can't even, at this point, I don't know who would come play with him. But I think that he knows that somebody's coming, and I'm thinking it's going to be somebody big, you know. Okay. Everybody's been talking about Kawhi Leonard. But I don't know if that's going to, I mean, that'd be a great fit. That'd be a great fit.
Well, with Kawhi's personality. See, I'm always about the chemistry, too.
Right.
I'm not just looking at talent.
Right.
People put talented teams together, and they combust all the time. So that is not, it's got to be some chemistry, too.
Absolutely.
And so I think Kawhi's personality fits well
with LeBron. I agree with that. Mm-hmm. I agree with that. And I think that there's some other pieces out there, I think, that will really help the Lakers become the team that they're supposed to, they were thinking of being. But the franchise has been in shambles for years. You know what I'm saying? And it all started with that crazy extension that Jim Buss gave to Kobe Bryant. Yeah. Like, that was a lot of money. And you really tied up the franchise with that. Like, nobody else wanted to come there. You weren't going to be able to pay anybody else what they deserve. So,
this reminds me of the Falcons before Arthur Blank purchased the team. The Smiths used to own the team, and they kept it in absolute chaos.
Well, they didn't want to pay nobody. They were the reason why Dion left town.
They kept the team because of their own agenda. Yeah. So this is the Buss. Jeannie Buss has her own agenda. Right. And so when you don't put team first, this is what you see. Mm-hmm. When you don't act as like you said, it's a true leadership thing. Right. It starts from the top. Yeah. And so, so I have to believe that what you said is true. That he already had kind of thought this out, right. And the way he was gonna do it. And I think that it was purposeful. Mm-hmm. That I just didn't agree with how you did it, right. But I think it was purposeful because he wanted it to be clear. Yeah. And he wanted people to question. Right. He wanted this. It's almost like passive aggressiveness. Yes. Like, people got to be wondering, well, why would he do this like this?
At this point.
And why would he, So it's opens people's eyes to start looking like, what's really going on over there? Mm-hmm. Like, if you can't get along with Magic, then doggone it, what's wrong with you?
Something going on, right.
So, yeah, I just, that's going to be one of those that I'm curious to see how that shakes all the way out. And just question for you, because I read it, but I'm not sure, because I wasn't, I've been under the covers doing lots of stuff. Did Luke Walton get the job at Sacramento?
They say it's all but a done deal.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
all right.
So he'll probably be named as the coach maybe in the next couple of days.
Okay. I was like, wait, what? Okay.
Yeah, Blocky Divac ain't playing. Like, he like, look here.
Yeah, get him. Mm-hmm. We need him. Get him. Yeah.
Right. And I think he'll work well with that young
But
talent.
Again, young, small market. Right. You're not on the spotlight, and you ain't got to And praise God, you ain't got to deal with Boogie. So anyway,
after Boogie had that terrible injury for 2 years in a row.
I feel that, baby. I do feel bad for him, though. Yeah, I do feel bad for him. Like, God, leave this kid.
It's like you can't catch a break.
You can't not.
Like torn quad.
Oof. It just does something to me.
Torn quad after a ruptured Achilles.
Yeah.
I just, man, prayers out to Boogie.
Yeah, I mean, you say some crazy stuff, but I'm still, I still gotta say it.
Say and do.
Yeah. So I'm just, but pray absolutely for a speedy recovery, a full speedy recovery for you, sir. Yes. Absolutely.
We gon' lie. Yeah, we gon' lie. Hey, we gon' lie. Yeah, we gon' lie. Yeah, we gon' yeah, we going, yeah, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line.